Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, Final Faction. I finally have got my hands on actually a whole bunch of Arrow ATVs, and we are going to take a look at the Arrow ATV right now. So here is the Arrow ATV. You get it at a Dollar Tree store. Now, I believe that you can also get a version of the Arrow ATV at Family Dollar because they're owned by the same parent company, and the one that is available in Family Dollar comes pre-assembled with some different paint apps. I have not gotten my hands on that one yet, so I don't know, don't have anything on it, but I do have these. Monica and I, not only did we get some from some, we got one from a viewer, and thank you very much. But then Monica went online to Dollar Tree's website and bought a case of these. So we've got another 18 in box, and an 18 pack of the upgrade kits. But so you see these in a Dollar Tree. The prices at Dollar Tree have recently gone up, so you may pay like $1.25 instead of $1. Whatever it is, it's still going to be very, very inexpensive. And you see this, it's got nice artwork on the front, you know, nice photo, and then we've got some orthographic views, which are very, very spiffy on the side, and we've just got some mumbo jumbo on the back, and then we've got our technical readout here, and so let's just try and zoom in on that if we can get it in focus. Can we do it? Yeah, there we go. So the Arrow ATV has a compact design that allows it to easily zip through the most rugged terrain while defending the Earth from the Kharn alien threat. With the Arrow ATV armor and weapons pack sold separately, it's virtually indestructible. Is it? I mean, they say it is, but you know, in sci-fi and action hero type stuff, is anything really ever indestructible? I think not. Nonetheless, you have the little call-outs that show, like, weapon side mounts, and they're talking about little holes up there, and it's got headlights, and it's got a crash bar, and a roll cage, and notice that it has this spiffy arrow-like hood design. See, it's an Arrow ATV, and then it's like, the front is shaped like an arrow, so they incorporate the name, it's the Arrow. Anyway, so it's got weapons top mount, a roll cage, turbocharged V8 engine. Yeah! Does it have a Hemi? It has a Hemi. And then, of course, it also shows the weapons and armor pack, which is sold separately for, you know, $1.25, something like that. So you open up the box. I mean, the packaging is nice, but it's not complicated. You have a box here, and then you empty box and bag o' parts, and then your little instructions. Which do we need instructions? No, we don't need instructions. Come on. I mean, for one thing, I've already done this once, and even when I did it before, I don't think that I looked at the instructions right away. So the parts are already taken off of a sprue. I honestly expected it to come sort of like a model kit, where the parts were still on a sprue and you still had to detach them. But no, they have been taken off the sprue, so it's just a bunch of parts. We got our tires, and it's a whole wheel, really. Whole wheel. And we got 4 of those. and we got our control stick, which I'll tell you, I end up taking this thing off half the time when I'm playing with the Arrow ATV because I'm always cramming stuff that isn't supposed to fit into it, and yeah, that just gets in the way. So, and really, how important is steering? I mean, come on. Radio control, right? They all have radio packs, or it's like that James Bond movie where he had the phone thing. He was in the back seat. I don't know. You have the V8 engine and the seat all as one. And boy, I'll tell you what, I would love to just put a little Hemi sticker on there, like you know, like a Dodge V8, something like that. That would be cool. And then we've got the chassis. It's such a good word because it's pronounced chassis, but it is spelled chassis. So we got the chassis, and then we've got our, you know, the top of the roll cage. And see, look, see, it's like an arrow. It's like an arrow. So we've got our thing right there, and then we've got these. We got the sides. The sides are there, and we got a couple little choking hazards. These are the headlights. So you know, you want the little headlights, which are already painted, and they're painted red, which tells me that these are intended to be infrared headlights. So you know, like they could drive around in the dark. And you know, maybe they have like infrared lenses or something, contacts or something like that, and so they're able to see in the dark. You know, that's some good tech. You know, good thinking there, Final Faction, as you're defending planet Earth. I'm glad that there's some good thinking happening as you're defending planet Earth. So let's go ahead and start putting some things together here. We've got we've got the thing, and then this thing is going to snap into that thing, and then we've got these, and these you can see these little tabs. There's like a little string of plastic here. I could probably use that as dental floss. No, okay, so I'm not going to use it as dental floss. Your teeth are not a joke. But we do have these two tabs here, and we've got two little slots there, so that's just going to tab in right there, right there, like that. And then we've got the other side, which also has two tabs, and those are going to tab in to the chassis right there. So you see that, just like that. And then we've got some little tabs in the back, and we also have this place where these go together. So let's just go ahead and put that together right at that junction point there, and then these two tabs can go into the slots in the chassis, and they're just going to snap in right there like that. And so now really you should put the sides on before you try and put the top on, but I didn't because I'm impatient. But you've got all of these little pegs here on the top of these things, and those go into holes that are in the underside of the top of the roll cage. So we're just going to fit all that stuff together here like so, like so. Yes, Dudley. I agree. Dudley loves Final Faction, but he doesn't like that they don't have a cat. You know, they have a dog, they don't have a cat. And you're right, they need a cat. Final Faction, you need a cat. I mean, well, actually, honestly, what would a cat bring to a battle? I mean, the cat would show up, ignore your orders, and then lay on the enemy. Maybe. So yeah, I'm not sure that they need a cat after all. Okay, I still want you to have a cat. I don't know how we make that make sense, but you know what? That's why I'm not on the writing team. I'm an idea man. I'm not on the team at all. I just play with the toys. Anyway, so yeah, you just put all these little peg things together, and that makes up the body of the Arrow ATV. And we have the engine and seat, and that just pegs in right here. So, you know, there's some little holes in, and the pegs go in the holes. And I'm sure that I did this in completely the wrong order, because, I mean, honestly, it would be easier to put the seat on if I didn't already have the roll cage in place. But it's fine. It is fine. Because I do what I want. I paid my $1 a piece for my Arrow ATVs. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. We are cooking. Things are going into holes. They're making little snappy noises. And it doesn't want to snap. Come on, yeah, the engine has to go in. It needs the engine, sort of. Sort of. There, okay, there, oh, there, yes. Okay, so we've got the engine and the seat, and then we can take the control yoke, and that just pegs in right in the middle there, just like that. So here, just put that right in there. Yeah, that, and so there we go. Control yoke. Just like that. And then we have the wheels, which wheels are spinny. Spinny wheels. And, oh, my control yoke came out. Why did my control yoke come out? I don't know. Let me put my control yoke back in. I'll here. I can't put the control yoke in while I've got a spinny wheel in my hand. All right, so here we go. There we go. Are you gonna stay in there this time? There. It made a clicky noise. That means it's gonna stay in. So then we take our wheel, and the wheels are very spinny. I like the spinny wheels. When I was talking about this during one of my live streams, one of the viewers commented that they got one of these, and it didn't have, the wheels weren't very spinny. I have not had that. This is my second Arrow ATV, but you know, if your wheels are not spinny, I bet that a little bit of scrapey with some sandpaper or even a hobby blade would fix that. So all right, we need the headlights. Headlights are gonna go on somewhere, and they have little holes on the bottom. So I'm gonna face that forward, and here we go. Headlights. And headlights. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look, it's an Arrow ATV. It's all ATV like, and everything's in there. And the seat popped up. The seat popped up, probably because I've been putting everything together in the wrong order. There we go. Okay, so there we go. And let's take Scope. Scope wants to drive the Arrow ATV, so I'm gonna put Scope behind the wheel of the Arrow ATV, because why not? And you know, well, he's got grippy hands. I bet that he can grip the control yoke. Can you grip the control yoke? You can grip the control yoke. Of course you can. You're Scope. You are the member of Alpha Team with the freshest, mintiest breath. So, of course. There. So, all right, let's take a look there and put that in front of the camera, and blammo, that is the Arrow ATV, and the camera seems to really be doing a great job of getting the wheels in focus. There we go. So there it is. That's a cool little vehicle. It is a really cool little vehicle, and I mean, it's just fun. It's very rolly. It goes back and forth, and you can run it into stuff like, the wall, or, let's just choose something else completely at random. Oh, hi, Wheelie. Wheelie's career has come so far. I'm always getting hurt, punched, or hit by a car. So there we go. We got the Arrow ATV, and we've got some paint details here on the headlights and on these lights up above. Red in the front, which, just so that you know, that is not street legal. All right? Do not drive your Arrow ATV on the highway, because you will get a ticket. You're not supposed to have the red lights in the front. And we got the engine back here. And what I like about the Arrow ATV is the tremendous ability to just get other characters like hanging off of this thing. And, because of the roll cage structure, you can just sort of do all kinds of fun things. And, you can load it up and have a whole group of Final Faction people, and then they can be carrying their weapons and stuff. So it's like a transport vehicle. And then, wait here, I almost forgot, you got the pegs on the back, so that you can have guys like stand here. So yeah, let's put steel on here. Can't forget steel there. And you know what? Steel seemed to be like sniffing the robot dog's butt, and I don't want that. So there we go. We'll put steel on there and do that, and then we'll put Churro as a hood ornament. There we go. Oh, Churro, stay on there. Come on. Just cooperate. Cooperate, Robo Churro. That this is the Fido armor. Fido. F-I-D-0 armor, I think. But Fido. Even though the dog's name is Churro. But yeah, so there we go. So, you can put a bunch of figures on here, and you can have it roll around and roll into battle, and also at being roughly a buck, maybe $1.25 if you see it in the store, then you can get several of these, and you can just do all sorts of neat stuff with them. You can add weapons. You can put different action figures. And by the way, you want to put a G.I. Joe guy in here, or a Star Trek guy, or a Star Wars guy. Like all of these figures that are roughly this size fit into this thing. And if you want to see a demonstration of some of that, take a look at our live stream about the Arrow ATV and the Wave 2 figures and stuff like that. So yeah. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Final Faction. I think that the line is fantastic. I love this, and at the price point, it is a no-brainer. Get one, get several. If you can find them, then get them, and if you can't find them, then get together with some friends and order a case of 36, and then like you can have get 3 friends. Okay, get 3 friends, order a case of 36, it'll come with 18 of these and 18 of the upgrade kits, and then you get 6, each one of your friends gets 6 ATVs and 6 upgrades. So, that's it. Obviously, big recommend from me, and so, we are a small channel trying to get bigger. If you haven't already, please subscribe, click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing more Short Circuits videos like this one, or our live streams, which typically happen every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern United States time. So, with that being said, this is Clay telling you there's an Arrow ATV and it's awesome. So, keep it Retrobot! And yeah, I got an Arrow ATV, and it's cool. And I got a whole box of these things. Like I want to put together about 3 more, and then paint them different colors, and you know, put different weapons on them, and like run them into each other for no particular reason other than it's fun. So I may just go do that.